परिवारवादी क्या कर रहे हैं? मोदी को गाली देते देते तो इन्होंने 2 दशक बिता लिए।
ये नरेंद्र मोदी जी 2-3% के लिए काम करते हैं। ये पूरा ड्रामा जो चल रहा है आपके ध्यान को भटकाने का है।
Hello and welcome to News Mobile. Big questions. A lot of our viewers have been asking us that I should talk about the evolving political situation in India ahead of election 2024. So here are the big questions that you have been asking us, our readers and viewers have been asking us, and this is what I feel about them. Do watch and share this. The farmer protest that's happening currently, if you ask me, this is merely going to be a speed bump, because if you see the amount of the number of farmers who are protesting compared to the overall numbers that are there in the country, it's very small. The second issue is that why is this happening now? Having covered politics for a long time, having covered a lot of agitations like these, I can tell you that there seems some kind of a I find this a bit baffling, that why suddenly this kind of a protest is happening and why it's being fueled. Is there something else behind it? That obviously has to be uncovered. You don't know the complete facts as yet, but I don't see the way voters see the performance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government. This issue may come up in small pockets, but I don't see a major fallout of that in the broader national context. In any democracy, opposition is very important. I always say that the hallmark of a democracy is a good government which believes in good governance, and an opposition which can show them the mirror. And obviously, at times, the opposition has succeeded, when you see in parliament, in showing the government the mirror. But I would say that the voters expect much more. The voters expect a clear alternative to the policies of the NDA led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and which, if you talk to a lot of people across the country, I've been talking to people during my travels in India. Also, when you speak to independent observers, they feel that the India alliance, because of its own bickerings, because of its own challenges, has not been able to provide that viable alternative. That's the reason why you see a massive surge for the BJP, ahead of the election 2024. But as they say, politics is the game of impossible. But for now, certainly, NDA led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all poised to win elections 2024, and I would say with a bigger number than 2019. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra, and this is the second edition of it. It's the Nya Yatra, as they call it. I would say that while he demonstrates energy, in the yatra, obviously it's not easy to do a yatra of this scale, but I think energy at the wrong place is at wrong time. I would say, yes, it's a bit too late, because already the way the surges happened for the NDA and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's policies, it does not seem to be having a major impact. In fact, some of the places, barely any people have been seen. People in the Congress have been trying to work hard to gather the crowds. And I also see the messaging. I always say that the people of India are very smart in a democracy, and especially in a generation that is so connected through social media, digital media, where the access of information is so much there. I don't see that kind of a momentum being built. And I feel that the yatra is too little, too late for the opposition and for the Congress to get any momentum before elections 2024. I've been speaking to a lot of leaders, political leaders, and privately, both within the Congress and the BJP, feel that Rahul Gandhi, in some ways, is an asset and a liability. Asset for the opposition because they feel that every time they contrast him with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Prime Minister's image and Prime Minister's work, whether on the global scale level or in India, comes out as way notches above. Within the Congress, the challenge is that they have not been able to get a leader out who has a charisma, who has a pan India appeal, who can actually draw out that crowd. Rahul Gandhi, I would say that from Rahul Gandhi 1.0 to Rahul Gandhi 2.0, in some ways the energy, because he was earlier blamed for not being present. He's now at least addressing that issue by being there at the Yatra. But what he's not being able to do is to convey the whole narrative to the masses. And the Congress leadership, unfortunately, they've always been driven by the center point of being rallying around the Gandhis. They have to realize that while obviously the Gandhis will continue to have a key role in the Congress, but you have to have certain independent voices within that party. If you have to create that whole, option in front of the voters. So there are challenges within the Congress, and obviously there are some things which have worked for them in state elections. You see that they have, they won Karnataka, which was a big state. So those things have worked. They got Telangana back after so long. So obviously certain things have worked for them. But I still feel at the national level they still have a long way to go. In the opposition alliance, also there will be reorientation. No longer the opposition India alliance will accept the primacy of the Congress leadership. It will have to be, it will no longer be, even in the formulation, it will not be, let me put it, it will not be the UPA repeat. Uh, so there are regional parties which are certainly gaining grounds, and they also feel that they have a better chance of taking on the BJP because of the fact that they have a solid regional base. And if they are able to get a sizable number in the Lok Sabha elections from their particular states, they have a bigger bargaining power. That's bound to happen. On this whole federalism question, that has been always there. There have always been some discord between Delhi and the state capitals, and that happens, in a lot of countries, a lot of democracies where states feel that, oh, they're not getting the fair share. So that is bound to happen. Obviously, some of it is also happening because of political reasons, because they feel that if there is no other issue that they have for the voters, they at least try to create that whole parochial, argument in front of the voters that we are not getting our fair share, so we are not able to focus on development. So that's an argument which often comes out. But I would say that given the perspective and the overall scenario, I still feel that the states, the regional parties will have a major say in the next, uh, years to come, because obviously they have a clear, vote share, and also, they kind of, in some ways, uh, represent the aspirations of those certain, pockets of people in these particular states. But having said that, I also see a pattern where voters are also voting for a strong national leadership at the center, and that has also gone in favor of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the BJP. And that, I think, you may also see where the BJP may gain some seats in southern India, which not has not been a strong point for the party so far. One thing is very clear, that BJP may do better in Jammu and Kashmir because of the fact that they have worked towards changing the narrative. You've seen unprecedented development happening in both Jammu and Kashmir, investment coming in. You've seen foreign investment coming in. The situation is far better. You've seen a record inflow of tourists. So certainly, it will have an impact because local people feel that there is better economic opportunities. As far as the Congress and the opposition is concerned, in the past as well, National Conference, PDP, they've always tried to, get the narrative across to have a better bargain. It remains to be seen what happens finally when the final list of candidates is out. Before that, you will see a lot of voices from all sides. Whether it's BJP and its allies, some of the allies will also want from the NDA a better share, from the India bloc also. So that happens as part of politics. But I see eventually they may kind of, come together, because if they fight separately, then certainly there will be a bigger advantage for the NDA. And even though numerically it is not a large number of seats, but yes, it's a very, very important state like any other state in India. And it will also have a strategic ramification. Thanks for watching this edition of Big Question. News Mobile will be continuing to bring to you fact-checked reports on the Indian elections 2024. Do go to News Mobile and our WhatsApp channel, News Mobile, to follow the latest updates, and do share this video. Thanks for watching.